when the plane crashed, about a couple of miles from where we were working, my brother ran over to the plane and found that the plane crashed and shadowed the coconut tree. And when he got there, him and another fellow got there first, and then I came there later on. And when I was there, the pilot asked my brother and the other fellow to help him out of the cockpit of the airplane, because he was caught above, right above the left ears, all the way down to his ears. So John and this other fellow helped him out. And at that time, when he got out on the wing of the airplane, he looked at the stars of the airplane, and he stand right there. And my brother and this other fellow hold him because he can't stand steady. At that time, I asked John to let me see the bracelet. And when I saw the bracelet, all I could read is L.T.J.G. Hamilton. At that time, I don't know what that means, but I know that's his last name, Hamilton. The cow was tied to the coconut tree not far away from the plane crash. So one of the Japanese soldiers turned the cow loose, took the rope, and tied the pilot's hand on the back, and that's how they left the plane. And I assume they went down to Ghana headquarters, Japanese headquarters in Ghana. The next day, John was took to the Ghana police headquarters, Japanese police headquarters in Ghana. That's the last time we saw him for about a week. Prior to that, my brother John used to go to the police station, a Japanese police station in Machanano, and have party barbecue on Friday night. And he get to know this police officer pretty well, so he became friend. And during that time, that week, John was down at the police station, and he was being bullwhipped and everything, making him kneel that right by the police station plaza, which is called now Skinner's Plaza. And that's where the Japanese, for about, I think he was there 3 days or 4 to 5 days, I'm not sure. This Japanese policeman that he know well was going to the governor's building and saw my brother kneeling at the Skinner's Plaza now. And he asked him what he's doing over there, and he said, on account of that pilot that crash landed in Machanano. So the police officer told him to stay there, and he'll be right back. He returned, the Japanese police officer returned back to the headquarters, and then he returned to John and told him, I said, you'll be released pretty soon. Somebody's coming to let you go. And the police officer kept going, continued to his journey to the governor's quarters, police, Japanese police headquarters. When they released him, my mother, because his back is nothing but the skin, there's no skin on his back. So my mother took some egg and the he told me to go get some gap, and we grind it down and mix it with the white of the egg and put it on his back. And that healed him pretty good, because I think that starches and the eggs are cool, so it healed him up pretty good. My father said, I can't send nobody. I said, my oldest son is kind of sick from being big, and he's the only one that's capable to do that hard labor. So he was working in there for a week, and then they ran out of supply, and my uncle came to us one day and told my father that my brother's sick and he's not working, and You have to take care of him because it's pretty bad. So my uncle and my father planned how to get there and how they could get him out of the fence, from the camp. And they planned how he's going to carry the body all the way to Machanano from Tizan. So what they decided is that to get the most dependable cow or animal, the caribou, to take with him, and that way he could ride back, you know. So my dad took that, and they both went back to Tizan. But my uncle and my dad have a good communication. They explain about the guard. There's 2 guards that circling the perimeter, right inside the fence. And they time it, and they said when they met, these 2 guards met, you know, and then they turn around and walk the opposite way. As soon as they disappeared to the other side of the tent, then you could come in and get him out. We'll help you get it out by that time. And so that's how it works. They took, my dad went over there and got him out, and then he took him, I don't know where he put the cow or whatever, the cow that helped him carry him back to Machanano. But he went through the so-called back road or boonies, that, you know, a path from Tizan all the way to Machanano. But that night, that night that my brother was out the fence and out the place, the next day the American bombed the tent, and the tent was wiped out. And then they never thought that he was alive. So we healed him back and everything, and we didn't tell anybody. We didn't tell anybody that we got him, because as far as they're concerned, he's dead.